Okay, this is the basic design of the original board that's in the National Museum. The Ballandary gaming board. Now, I changed it a bit for the pieces as the original had pegs, but I didn't like that first and I made this one first. There's a lot more to it. History takes you into Irish mythology. The Tuatha De Danann and Lu, the god of light, represented by the sun, supposedly invented the game Fidchell. Now in Scotland it's called Ardree, and it's also called Branduv in Ireland. Smaller game, same board, less pieces. Branduv, Black Raven the Morrigan. Chu Chullain, this is the stone where Chu Chullain tied himself to on his last stance at the battle in the book The Táin, the saga, the battle of Ulster against Connaught. Now this is where the pieces go. So there's the king, and I'll put the defenders on and I'll pause. Right, so that's the king with his defenders. Now, these are handmade. They're Cyprus, Irish. Dried them, sanded them. Now what I done was I let them sit on the stove to darken on one side, so it doesn't matter. You don't need two separate pieces, you just turn them over. Then we'll lay them out. So that's basically it. You have the king, 8 defenders, 16 attackers. The attacker goes first. Now the king has to get to the edge, or the other rules is to the corner, which makes it a bit harder. And the attackers have to surround the king on 4 sides. There, somewhere. Which doesn't look hard, you know. If he gets to the side, if he gets to there, he's escaped. So it's quite a quick game, but it's actually it's quite hard. So the pieces only move left to right, up and down. There's no diagonal, no jumping, and you capture a piece by flanking it like this. So he'd be flanked. He's off. And likewise. Now the one thing that can do is, if there's an empty space between 2 opponents, you can move into it safely. That's one thing you can do. But even if you're there, if somehow, say he was up here, you could come down, because you can go as many as you want in a straight line, and he'd be captured. So that's pretty much it. There's more to it, but this is just the first video that I'm making, trying to show off how it works. But this is the Chu Chullain game board, and the first, well, I've made other sets of pieces. These are just new ones that I made yesterday. So, I'm just practicing on presentation videos really. So this is just waffle.